Hey guys, this is John, and I'm playing the Hourly Bullet Arena on lichess.org. We've got 46 players, and we're about to roll here. I was playing the tournament right before this, but I had some technical difficulties and had to withdraw after 2 rounds. I won the first 2 games, and then my screen capture wasn't working. So, all right, so we're playing Kochemer in the first game. I called this pairing, by the way, in the chat. I said I'm going to have black against Kochemer in the first game. That's the way it's going to be. So let's try to start the tournament with a victory if we can, against a persistently difficult opponent for us lately. I'm playing my usual Slav. I'm going to go for e5, see if we can advance in the center. If he plays e4, I'm going to take on d4 and see if we can gain some tempos on his queen. Kind of batter that piece around, go bishop e6. Maybe rook d8 next move. I think this is a sensible idea. It's going to be hard for him to castle as far as I can tell. Let's go here, look for a swap if possible. Okay, so he's not agreeing to the trade, but probably bishop g3 is a good move there. I'm going to come back. He can go knight d6 maybe, but now he's going to play to neutralize that bishop. Okay, so let's do this. Then we're going to go knight e5. I think going here is all right. Maybe he can grab this pawn, I don't know, but I'm just going to play for the endgame. I'm hitting the b2 pawn. This endgame should be about equal, I would say. I'm going to go here and try to maneuver for c5. I've got a bit of a time edge. If I can press that, he needs to get his kingside pawns going. So yeah, he plays f4. Strong move, I think. Probably should play g3 now. But I'm gaining time with each and every decision. Anytime I can get Kochemer to think, that's a good thing, because it hasn't been happening lately. Okay, let's do this. Pull the knight to d4. It looks pretty nicely centralized there. Play b5 for sure, so I can go b4 in the future. Let's bring this over. He might go a6. I'm not sure. He does. Let's play knight e7 here after. I just want this pawn overprotected. And he has hardly any time. Let's go here. Looking for h5. Let's throw this in just to confuse him a little bit. I'm going to go here. Try to attack that bishop. He just has no time remaining. This is his problem. Let's give a check here. See if we can go after that bishop again. Yeah, and the e4 pawn. Okay, so we win that one. Off to the races. We got a bunch of snow here today in Minnesota, so it's a good time to stay in and play some Bullet online. I might venture out to the store. That's one of the nice things about living in the U.S. We have 24-hour grocery stores. The co-founder of Chessable, my buddy David, recently commented on that because I told him I was going to get some food from the grocery store, and it was really late at night. It was like midnight or something. And he's like, whoa, you can actually do that in the States? And I was like, yeah, of course. Okay, here I got to guard against knight d6, and I'm berserking. Okay, he can play bishop f4. I would have played e5 there. But just one of the nice things about living in the good old US of A. Yeah, I know in visiting Europe a lot and stuff, places tend to close earlier than you might like. Let's just castle here. He was threatening queen takes e7 mate. So I think castling is a sensible decision. I can play rook e8. I can also just take this, I guess. Let's do that. And then I'm going to play this. Even though he can take and get 2 rooks for the queen, I think putting my king up to g7 is fine. And if I can dodge the time problem, then I'm going to win this game. But that's not a foregone conclusion. This could be tricky with the time. Let's try to grab that. Okay, I'm going to try to give a check here. We'll pick up that bishop. That helps a lot. Let's try to get the knight up. Working in the game as well. Oh boy. He played a move to catch me with my pre-moves. Total catch of the pre-moves. Let's give a check here. Yep, he's sneaky, this guy. Rook d7. I mean, under the circumstances, that was a good play. We're going to go here. Okay, we win that one. Against Volume. Not Mannered Monkey is in first place with 10 points. He had a quick start. Berserking his first 2 games and then winning this one. And we're playing Not Mannered Monkey. Let's go b3, move 1. The Nimzo Larsen attack. Consistent with my setups lately, and we'll go for a double fianchetto. Send this pawn up to c4. He seems content to just arrange his pawns on the 6th rank. So now I'm going to occupy some center territory now that I can. I think this trade should benefit me. Knight coming to b5 looks awkward, at least in defense of these 2 pawns. Has to play like queen b6, but I think I can come here. Queen a6 maybe is holding for him. Still awkward, though. I'm going to take this one. That seems like the more important of the two pawns. Let's take here. Take that one. Go here. Maybe b5 is a good move for him, so I'm just going to play this and get behind. Let's look for a trade if he wants it. If he trades and then plays rook d8, I can swap as well. Ooh, I just blundered queen takes g3. I'm glad he didn't notice. Let's go here. Just always make him make make him think about the g7 pawn, that is. He's going to try to put his bishop on f6. So let's go here. Just trying to slowly improve my position, really. Let's do this. I think I can take and then take b7. That's a free pawn. He can get his knight up to d6 and attack my bishop. But 2 pawns up with a good position. I'm on the winning path. I'm happy with the trade here. He's in a pin on the d file, so he's kind of stuck in that regard. Let's attack the knight. I just want to go queen d4 next move if he moves the knight. Hit his queen, hit b6. I'm going to be greedy and take because I don't see any problem with doing so. Then we'll just bring this back. E5. He can play e5. That was the problem with doing what I did. Okay, so now we probably got to run with our king a little bit. He found another good move. Very good. Okay, I'm going to do this. Had to give up some material. Once again, my greed. Greed is doing me in. I'm still looking okay here, though. Let's just go queen f3. He has hardly any time, so if we play this responsibly, we should win. Play this pawn up. Play this up. Go attack his rook. We're going to promote this pawn. Okay, so we win that game. Back to tournament. Took a little while, though, and it was close. I should have shut down his kingside play since with the queen on g5, the pawn on h5, probably the only thing that could have hurt us was the knight coming into the equation, which actually happened. Not Mannered Monkey is still leading by 1 point. I'm playing grab all the pieces. Okay, let's play g6 and bishop g7. Not going to berserk this game. He's 21-27. Shout out to you, grab all the pieces. I know you watch the channel. I'm going to attack this pawn, see if I can get him to advance e5. He says no. Let's go here. I'm playing a dangerous game with both of my pieces. These 2 knights out here with no support. I'm going to try to undermine the center now and go d6 and attack e5. Let's go bishop g4. This bodes well with the pressure here and here. I can take this because he's pinned. Looking to play bishop takes f3 as a follow-up. Let's just take back this way. Keep our structure together. Okay, now we get to take and mess up his pawn structure. A little bit worried about this and this. Like maybe knight d5 is unpleasant. I should probably play this just to block that possibility. This is defended by my queen, so no big deal. Look for a trade here. I could have taken on... I could take on c1 and then take f3 with check is the problem with his position here. Yeah, he's going down quite a bit of material because the bishop also hangs at the end. Yeah, queen takes d3. So we win that game. We have 13 points, 86 players. Hopefully we can get over 100 players. Ninochka says, Finns, I'm here, my friend. Nice to see you, Ninochka. And we got a Scandi in our hands against Storelf. 2252. I'm going to play a queen a5 Scandi. The original Scandi, the OG Scandi, if you will. I used to play this line quite often, and I still do from time to time, even though queen d8 has caught my fancy lately. Okay, so usually white will go a3 and we'll give up the bishop pair, but we'll have a solid position as a result. I played these type of middle games so many times. Okay, let's take that one. And I think knight e4 is playable here. I'm going after this pawn, basically. So let's push c5 and attack his bishop. And the bishop e3, queen takes e5. Looks a little precarious on the e-file, but I think we can get away with it. So let's just retreat this now. Retreat with our extra pawn. Retreat again. Just because he is going to get some play going down the e-file, which we want to prevent. Okay, he's content to swap, huh? Well, I'm going to play b6 just to make sure this pawn is always supported. In a longer game, I might sweat a transition to an opposite color bishop ending here. In a shorter game like this, I'm not sure that's really going to matter. We'll see. Let's just go here. just to defend a7. I was going to throw in a check, but I'm not even sure it's necessary. So we'll just play it like this. Maybe knight e4 with queen here coming is a good plan. Let's do this. Just try to force a trade of the light square bishops. I would like to get a swap of those pieces, I think. Okay, now I can force the queens off the board. Check and then queen back to d6, and he's pinned, so he has to agree to this trade. Yeah, and he's just too far gone on the clock. It's not going to turn out for him. Go up here, hit c3, pick that guy up, and that's game. One nice thing when you play a certain opening a lot is you know the middle games like extremely well. Okay, and Kyle Legion, he wants to rumble. So I'm going e4 move 1. Oh, and he's playing a Scandi. Aha. A man after my own heart. Let's play something really aggressive against him, like winning a piece. How's it going, Kyle Legion? I'm going to try to attack your king and checkmate you as soon as I can. I'm going to go here next move, and I'm threatening this and this. He's got to be careful. Okay, knight g5, maybe with knight e4 is an idea. We're just going right after him. g4 was completely unsound. Don't try that at home. Disclaimer. But it might work. It might work in this instance. Yeah, see, now it's made in 2. Queen takes f7. He tried to out-Scandi the Scandi master. All right, we got Sonata 2 in the next game. Let's play g6. We'll stick with this setup. I'm kind of feeling like a bishop d7 and queen h3 type thing, so I'm going to go for that and see if we can whip up some attack against the king. Okay, let's take there. Go h5. I want h4 plus an initiative. We're going to see if this pans out. Let's go bishop f6. Hit the knight. If he goes back to f3, give a check. And knight up to d4 should be strong, right? I mean, take here, take here. Thing is, I don't know if I'll take it right away. He can play c3 and try to back me off. He's just going to do that. Okay. Let's stick with the bishop. So if he moves this knight, maybe f2 is a little hard to defend. He's probably just going to escape to e2 with his king. I don't really want to trade because his king is more precarious than mine. So now I probably have to trade. Let's just castle, though. Still kind of awkward for him to get free. So, let's go here. Threatening maybe some knight h2 to f3 ideas. Also, the e5 pawn is suspect. a7 is hanging, but honestly, I'm not sure it really matters. Can I do this followed by rook d2? Does that work? I'm going to try it. So idea being to get him to play queen takes so I can go queen to h1. He might just be able to play rook e2 here, though. But then I have queen h1. This should win. Maybe not. Well, okay, I'm going to play it. It's kind of a weird situation where both our rooks are going to be hanging. At the very least, I go into a pawn up rook ending or two. It'll be a pawn or two. Queen g1. Well, there I can just take and then take here is the issue. That was kind of a cool idea. Rook d2. So if he had played queen takes d2, the idea was queen h1 followed by rook h2 thereafter. Which, was that mate? It was either mate or winning the queen. Might have been mate. All right, Ferrote. I'm still in first place by 6 points, so I'm not going to berserk this game. He's playing kind of a weird Pirtz. And now he's capturing on d4. I'm okay with that capture. Let's play bishop g5 and castle long. Maybe with an eye towards playing a quick e5. If it strikes my fancy. Well, let's take and play knight d5. I think this is okay. He might play c6 to try to back me off soon. He is, but then he weakens d6 in the process is the only issue with this approach. Let's take maybe queen g5. No, he's going to play the pawn down ending. Okay. It's fine by me. I'm going to go here because if he takes that, his knight gets trapped as far as I can tell. So let's just pile up on the file now. Now I just want to shift this knight so I can play my rook into d7. Let's go here just to make sure that when we kick the knight, he can't go to g4. I'm going to go here, just restrict further. I don't think I have to play this yet. Let's give a check first. And then look to swap. And then try to improve our pieces a bit. He's relatively tied down. That move doesn't help him either. Because now I can improve my setup. Let's take knight f5 as a threat. If he plays king g7. Let's go check. I just want to see where he goes with his king. I'll check again. Let's check again. And bring our king up. He's very tied down with his knight on e7. I just got to watch my time is the one thing that could hurt me here. Okay, let's give it a check. I'm going to try to improve even further, if possible. That was a very bad move on my part, just giving up the f5 pawn for no reason. Okay, he didn't see it, though. Let's... Again, giving up f5. Better take that now that I've been blundering these pawns multiple times. The only thing that's saving me is the fact that he's not playing this very well. Yeah, he's going to go for some sneakiness. Let's advance this. Oh, okay, somehow I won on time. My mouse, like, froze for a split second there, I swear. Like, there was a slight lag. I think I've been experiencing a little bit of lag this tournament, it seems to me. Glad to get that win. Okay, Rikastrov. I'm just going to play normal. Not going to berserk this game. I see Karpov's Putzfrau is right there in the mix, so I'm going to try to play normal and just get a decent position and work with it. Okay, he can play his bishop out to f5, and he should. He chooses not to. Let's play h3 just to make sure knight h5 never wins the bishop pair. This is a very normal position. Knight f8 is common. Trying to maneuver to e6. I'm going to go here and initiate a minority attack. Let's play bishop e5. Now we'll drop back here. Not sure knight d7 is a good idea for him, but we'll find out. Okay, b5, that's an easy decision. Now d5 hangs. Take here. I'm almost threatening bishop c7, but not quite. Let's give a... Well, let's just take. I'm going to go here. There's some unpleasant pressure here and here is the only thing. On f3 and also d4. So let's do this. Looking to trade advantageously. Can I take here now? I think so. I think he might have just hung that. He can threaten mate, but just making sure I cover. Cover g2. I think we're good. I'm also hitting d4. He threatens mate again, but knight f6 check is going to hurt, picking up the queen. A timely resource. Okay, so we win that game, and we're only 2 points ahead. Actually, no, sorry, we're 2 points behind Karpov's Putzfrau, who has been reeling off the victories without any berserks. Storalf, let's go for the same line again. He seemed to play... Okay, he's going to play this way this time. I'm going to go with knight f6 and bishop g4 and then e6. I'm going to avoid the sharper stuff. Okay, but he put the knight on c3 instead of the pawn. Usually they don't like to do that. Okay, let's just go here. I'm wondering which way he's going to castle. He might go... I thought he might go queenside, but he's chosen to go kingside. Let's not take on e2. Let's just play h6. Could give him some fodder for a sacrifice here on h6 in the future, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. Yeah, now he drops back. Okay, let's play here. This looks unpleasant at the very least. If a3, bishop a5 is probably okay, or even taking on c3, actually. So how does he get out of this pin? I can increase the pressure with this move, and now I've got stuff coming. I have stuff on c3. I guess he has knight c4 here. Let's go here. It's taken him a little time to figure that out, though. And still, a2 is weak. So take, take. Okay, yeah, let's do this. And then I'm hitting c2 as well. b5 maybe? b5 hangs that pawn. Okay, let's go here. Just pull this back. This looks like a good defensive move. And with c2 being loose, it's hard for him. I'm going to give this up. And then play here. Got to watch my king a little bit, perhaps. Yeah, that's one thing I was worried about. Okay, I'm going to go here and try to eliminate that. I know I give up b7 in playing this way. He's giving me some leeway. We're both pretty low on time. I'm going to go here. Not sure that was the best move by me, but it happened. Okay, let's give a check. He's going to go back probably to f4. Let's go here. Knight e4 is a threat. See if he wants to take. Go queen g5 looking for a swap. We're both very low on time now. I'm going to push past when he does this. And then we're going to take here. Okay, went on time. Well, I'll take that one. 6.5 minutes remaining. Whoa, Karpov's Putzfrau lost a game and just withdrew? What is up with that? Can't withdraw after one loss, man. You were right in there. Well, that kind of kills some of the drama, but we'll see. I mean, there's still a guy with 33 points, FSN Saber. So he's right in the mix too. So we can't lose focus. Not for a second. So I'm going to try to win this pawn back. I'm just preparing bishop takes c5. And he didn't put up a fight. Let's go rook b8, attacking b2. I think that's useful. Wow, and he castles that way. I think queen a5 is okay to play. I'm on a2. He's got some discoveries, but I suspect this is going to be pretty nasty for him. I don't know if this move works, but I played it. Looks pretty threatening. This bishop takes b2. If he takes on c6, I have mate. Take, king b1, take here. Knight takes b8, queen b4 coming with mate on b2. So he can't do that. And he's thinking. Yeah, I can just take now. It's going to be checkmate. Okay, so we win a quick game there. We're still on a streak, 42 points. Yeah, I wonder why he withdrew. FSN Saber, 100% perfect moves. Uh-oh. Whoa, maybe that's why he withdrew. Asuka Nakamura. Okay, I'm just going to play this normal. Plays g5 on move 1. A poor man's Rondep Gambit. g5 on move 1. Okay, let's go here. That makes me nervous when someone claims that someone is playing with 100% accuracy. It always makes you nervous. Okay, let's go h3. So this is a Benoni where he's just missing a g-pawn. It's kind of funny. Let's go here, just kick him away. I think I can play a4, put a stop to his ambitions. I want to go e5, but I'm first going to go here. Well, let's play king h1. It feels like a useful move. Queen c2. Go here. And he's sacrificing something now because he just loses that pawn as far as I can tell. Let's go here. He's still not threatening anything on b5. Knight c7 makes sense. Let's go here. Attack that knight. I'm not too worried about this pawn. I feel like I can always play rook f3. Maybe rook f3 to g3 is a good multi-purpose idea. Attacking and defending. He doesn't seem to care. Okay, let's go here. I know I hang d5 in playing this way, but I feel like there's just too many pieces around his king. This is a good move to split the defenses. And now he loses his knight on d5 to boot. Hit the rook. Yeah, I just got to crash through somewhere. Let's play rook d3. And he dropped his queen. No back rank ideas for you, Asuka. The lesser known Nakamura brother. Just bring this in. Give a check. And we're going to mate him on g8. Okay, back to tournament. So how is this shaping up? FSN Saber now has withdrawn. What a weird turn of events. Karpaz Putzfra accused him of probably being an engine, according to Karpaz Putzfra, and he just withdrew. Gonzo Sama is next, 2109. Slav? Let's go semi-Slav. It's been a while since we played the semi-Slav. If he goes bishop g5, I'm going to play d takes c4, the Botvinnik variation, but he didn't. So we'll play this anti-Moran. Take, and I think I'll play e5 next. b5 is more popular, but this move is also playable, I think. I don't think d5 is good because of knight b6, as I just played hitting these 2 points. And it seems to me like white's going to have to forfeit a pawn. Let's go here, just pinning him. I lose d5, though. That was kind of foolish. Maybe e4, though, makes it tough for him to actually win that pawn. Okay, rook c8 seems good. Attack the queen. I think I'm going to take and just mess up his structure a little bit. Knight here. Try to focus on some juicy squares. He can get his knight up to f5, but is it doing much? Let's go queen here. Knight f5. Decides to just take. Still knight f5 is good for him, although f3 is now hanging. And I get to take it with check. I'm going to go here just to restrict that knight. Let's go h5. Just trying to chase. Using my kingside pawns aggressively. Yeah, I think h4 is a good continuation. If the knight moves now, I was going to win e4, and now he's pinned. Go here, just guarding g6. Yeah, he's going to send some stuff up to torment me, but I think this should be fine. We've got g6 sufficiently covered, so long as he can't introduce too many pieces to the equation, we're going to win. If bishop f5, king f7 is a good reply. He's not threatening anything in here. Bishop controls c7. Let's just run this way. I'll let him take that pawn if he wants. Okay, and he forfeits on time. So we've got less than a minute left. 50 points. Yeah, Karpov's Putzfrau got back in, but he was withdrawn for a moment, which really hurt him his chances. Did he lose to FSN Saber? Yeah, he lost to him. Grab all the pieces is next. Okay, let's play e4 in this final game that almost certainly won't count. I'm going to play a King's Indian attack. And just castle. This is a pretty good setup for black, the way he's doing it. Bishop on g7. I'm going to try to do all of the normal King's Indian attack moves. So let's go here now, defending this pawn. h4. And this is the usual idea. Trying to sneak some of your pieces in. I think I can go g4 next. I'm pretty much ignoring his pawn stampede on the queen side, because white's threats on the king side are formidable now. Like knight f6 check starts to look really good. I'm going to play that move. If he takes, I get to take, and the dark squares around his king are severely compromised. So I feel this is going to be quite good for us. I'm willing to give that pawn because... Okay, well, let's take here now. h6 or take... No, I'm going to try to bring my rook over to h1 if possible. It's kind of a weird plan, but it might work. h6 is very tempting, though, I must admit. I'm defending my knight on f6. Yeah, so we're just going to try to do this and mate him on the file. And now he's probably just losing. Queen check and mate in a couple. Has to block with his knight. Okay, so tournament over. Yeah, we won with 50 points. And hi, Jonah Rue Bartho. We didn't berserk that many games, 15%, but just looking at the pairings, I felt like we got some pairings, average rating of 2046, so fairly high average rating. Only my second round opponent was significantly lower rated than the other ones. But that's just kind of a shame the way that shaped up with Karpov's Putzfrau being absolutely certain that FSN Saber. Yeah, and you guys can't see this, but he's right. This was a 9 average centi pawn loss by FSN Saber. 1 inaccuracy, 0 mistakes, 0 blunders. You never know, though. I'm not going to say whether this person is cheating or not, but they just showed up out of nowhere with a provisional rating and beat everyone. And Karpov's Putzfrau seems to think they're cheating. So you never know. Got to give people the benefit of the doubt, too, within reason. So, all right, but fun tournament. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll be back again soon with another one. Talk to you guys later. Bye.